Hello, friends.
Hola, mi gente.
Welcome back to episode 3 for Life as We Know It with
K and J. Yay! Número 3.
Número 3.
Yay. We're going to keep this moving.
So, as we know, Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and it's a day of family gatherings, bringing loved ones together. You know, families, friends get together and reflect on blessings and create lasting memories.
Yeah, well,
You know, and
that's what life is about, creating memories, man.
yeah. So in this segment, we got a good one for y'all. We will dive into some of the occasional dramatic moments that unfold during these festive times.
And we mean drama.
Yes.
We mean the shit shows.
Yes. Yes. Some funny ones too, man. A lot of times, you know, families just don't get along.
It's crazy, right? It's crazy,
You know,
but that's a reality.
Everybody be like chill for a minute after we eat, and then you know, like one topic gets into, out. You know, people just don't agree with stuff, and they end up arguing. And next thing
They
you know,
make the wrong comment.
Yeah.
and then shit fucking gets out of whack from there.
Yeah, shit hits the fan. Oh my goodness.
I'm looking forward to playing dominoes. I want to do a little copy cool.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
I love dominoes.
Yes.
You know, I played it for the first time in my life. I never knew how to play it until we went to Puerto Rico this past time. Yeah.
I grew up with dominoes.
I learned it, yep.
I grew up with dominoes.
It's so much fun. It's cool.
I love it. But there are some old school guys.
I'm sure.
They try to kill you if you fuck up. You better think about what your next move is. You better start counting in your brain. There's money on the table.
Oh, when you play for money, forget about it.
Yeah, no, it gets crazy.
Young or old, anyone playing for money.
I love playing dominoes with my dad. He's the best.
Nice.
He's a good domino player.
Aww.
So I enjoy playing dominoes with him every chance I get. And I'm so excited. My parents are coming for Thanksgiving. Yay! I'm so excited. Yes.
That's wonderful.
Yes. I can't wait to see them and spend time with them. It's good to spend the holidays with family. And family members that you like.
Yes.
Alrighty, so
why
yeah.
are you not telling me that this is happening right here?
Because I didn't see that.
Looks like I got a boner.
I didn't notice it until now.
What the fuck? Get down.
I didn't notice that.
I'm trying to fucking screw the goddamn microphone.
I didn't even notice it. Okay, now it looks back to normal. Yeah.
All right, so
episode 3.
Yes, let's dig in. Let's get into it.
Let's talk about holiday drama.
Yes. All right, so the first one here is: am I the asshole for yelling at my girlfriend to stop fucking eating? Well, this one is not so much about holiday drama, but it's just about food. So I was like, we need to incorporate this one because it's pretty funny.
But that sounds pretty rude. Stop fucking eating.
Yeah, he's just told her, stop fucking eating.
It's called being a douche.
All right, so my sister runs a bakery business, and she's been struggling lately to keep up with orders because she's been short-staffed. She does a lot of orders for wedding cakes that require custard and marmalade fillings. And I offered to help her out by making these fillings at home and bringing them to her so she has less work to do. Unfortunately, the past 4 times I've made these fillings, my girlfriend has literally dipped her fingers into the filling jars and contaminated them because, in her words, she just wanted to try some. I've tried explaining to her that she can't dip her fucking fingers in and contaminate the entire batch.
He said you can't be a porca.
Seriously. Fucking porca, pig, whatever. I mean, you know, she can't dip her fingers. I've tried explaining to her that she can't dip her fingers in and contaminate the entire batch because then I have to remake it. Mm-hmm. I said she should use a spoon and take some out if she wants to try so bad. But she just pouts and says that she likes using her fingers because it takes her back to her childhood. today...
She grew up outside?
Wait. So today, I was trying to finish some chocolate custard to send over to my sister really fast because she was running late on a wedding cake order for an important client.
You know that I'm not going to order from that bakery. Okay.
I told my girlfriend beforehand to not eat the custard. And if she really wanted to please use a fucking spoon. I get out of the shower.
And not double dip.
For real. I get out of the shower, and what do I see? She has her fingers in it again. I totally lost it because this is the 5th time she disregarded what I said. And I yelled at her and told her to stop fucking eating the food I'm making because it's not for her and she's contaminating it. She started crying and got mad at me for fat shaming her, even though I made no comment on her weight and she has no history of weight issues or eating disorders. I know I was hard, but she kept pushing my limits. So am I the asshole?
You know what? He is absolutely not an asshole.
Thank you. I agree.
Because
100%.
she, unless she grew up with wolves out in the wild, there's absolutely no reason for her not to comprehend what he is asking and explaining to her.
First of all, he just made a brand new batch and you're going to just stick your fingers in it. Like
that is so disgusting.
Like, don't you have home training?
Yeah.
Like, don't you understand how
like this is the type of lady that scratches an asshole and
hands,
says,
exactly. Yeah. Your hands are like the dirtiest thing in your body.
Yeah.
And then you just go and contaminate the shit out of it.
Nasty.
And it's, this is why people do not, this is why I don't like eating other people's food, man.
That's why I am so freaked out about it. Lately, I am so disgusted. Like, I can't.
It grosses me out.
It grosses me out just thinking about
that
someone's being a lechon, a fucking puerco, and doing some nasty shit while they're cooking. Like, I used to know a woman who made macaroons to sell and stuff. And I would get freaked out because she had a cat, and I love cats. But this cat shed a lot.
Oof, a lot of hair everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, in the batter, I was like, hell no. I don't give a fuck who you are and how wonderful they look and how pretty they are.
Oh no! And when you mix it in, it gets all
it disappears. But you're like, I would be like, I know I'm eating hairs, cat hairs.
I'm eating gato, gato and gato,
gato macaron. But yeah, no, I'm totally with him. He's not an asshole at all. He's actually trying to home train his girlfriend.
But he doesn't have to do that. I mean, she should just listen,
and she should be respectful.
She should respect the fact that you're helping your sister out.
Yeah,
for one,
which is totally cool.
She's obviously sabotaging your relationship with your sister by fucking you over like this. Like, this is not right. The first comment on here though had me rolling.
What's it say?
It says, does she also wear diaper and draw on the walls with crayons because it reminds her of her childhood?
Seriously.
Honestly, does she?
Yeah, it's true. That's a good comment.
That's her reason. Oh no.
I suggest he rethinks his relationship because that relationship right there, if there's no respect, seriously, do I have to tell you fucking 10 times not to do something because it's bad for both of us? I
mean, how gross can you be?
No, man. She's the asshole for sure. And the porca.
I mean, but okay. Another thing is when you're making pudding and stuff like that, right? You're making it obviously in a big bowl, right? I would just give her a little serving, here, try it.
Here. Go kill yourself.
He's probably making it and putting don't touch. Some kind being a.
He probably has a big sign on it, with the postcard with the Sharpie, black Sharpie. Don't touch.
But if he knows that she has no self-control and she's gonna go and fucking dip her fingers in it, well, he should have thought about it and said, you know what? Let me give her a spoon of this shit, put it in a bowl. But
I think she just likes the whole. It's not that she likes the action of sticking her fingers Like she would stick her fingers in her ass.
No.
She likes that's what reminds her of her childhood.
I think she's doing it out of spite. Maybe she doesn't like his sister, or maybe she has something against,
people are cray-cray, so who knows?
But yeah.
Yeah, but no, my man.
You're not the asshole.
You are not the asshole.
It's all good.
And I'm glad that I think you should rethink your relationship, and I'm glad you're helping your sister out. That says a lot about you.
For sure.
And and if you can't tame that animal, you got to get a new one.
Yeah, because that animal, boy, that's a wild one there. Shit.
Yep.
Fingers all up in the pudding. It reminds me of what's his name? The Bill Cosby with the pudding.
With the pudding? Oh my God, I just saw his face.
I just imagine him like putting his finger. I'm gonna eat this pudding.
Is he still alive, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Is he out of jail?
I believe so. He was released, I believe. Okay, but then some other chick came out and wanted to put him back in. I don't know what the fuck. That's a whole nother segment. That's a whole nother episode.
That's a whole fucking thing.
Man. All right. So, am I the asshole for jumping out of a bathroom window to avoid my mom's attempt at forcing a reunion between me and my ex-fiance? Some backstory. I had been dating my ex-fiance, Sarah, for 4 years. We had been planning to get married in November of 2020. But I found out at the start of this month that she cheated on me. She begged me to give her another chance, but I broke it off. The problem was that being cheated on is, in my mind, completely emasculating and humiliating. So I never told anyone that was the reason we broke up. For obvious reasons, Sarah also didn't tell people why we broke up.
Because she's a whore.
Yeah.
Okay.
So people have blamed me for the breakup, including my mom. They just see that I dumped her out of the blue. Mm-hmm. I've gone very strict, no contact with Sarah after I discovered she was cheating on me. Sarah has been talking to my mom and has convinced her that if we could talk one more time, we would be able to reconcile. My mom has been applying hardcore pressure on me to talk with Sarah, but I've explained that there's no chance we will ever get back together. So tonight, I go over to my mom's place because she's hosting family for Christmas Eve. And I'm there for a bit talking to my aunts, my uncles, my cousins. And when the doorbell rings, I can see it's Sarah. I ask, what the fuck is going on? And my mom says she's invited Sarah so we can work this out in the spirit of the holidays. I'm pissed now because the only way to explain my side of the story is to tell everyone I was cheated on. Complete humiliation in front of my whole family. So as my mom goes to the front door, I go into the bathroom. My mom starts knocking on the door saying, I need to come out and talk to my ex like an adult. I say, fuck it, kicked out the window screen and got in my car and got home. I went home. My mom called a short while ago saying she's cutting ties with me over my behavior. She's really fixated on me jumping out of a window and that Sarah will always be like a child to her. My sister called me after talking about ruining Christmas.
Why is everyone in this poor man's business?
For real. I broke down and told her that Sarah cheated on me, which is why I dumped her and didn't want to see her under any circumstances. She called me a big asshole who was lying to cover for myself. Am I really the asshole?
Oh my God, what a nightmare.
Now, I feel like in this story, because of like, I need to see both sides of the story because, okay, I see his side that she cheated on him, but like, what is her side? Like, what is she feeding his family? All this information that his own family is like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like,
I don't even need to hear both sides. Just listening to him. Like, first of all, as a mom, we have sons. If my son's saying to me, I don't want this, that, the other thing. No, I have to respect his wishes. Like, I have to respect what he's saying to me.
I agree with that.
Because he's my son. And he's the one that I have forever and ever, and I adore and I respect. I don't give a fuck what any girl. There's, you know, I'm a firm believer, and I don't even want to meet any girls unless they're serious. Like, I tell my son that all the time. I don't want to meet any of them. You know, but in a situation like that, if he's saying to his mother, I don't want it, he has to have his own reasoning, and I have to respect that reasoning, even if I don't know what it is. And I can't force anything upon anyone. You know what I'm saying? And of course, the girl's gonna, you know, cry wolf, and, you know, be Mother Teresa and everything for the family to, you know, get on her side.
Because she knows he's not telling what really happened. And she's still the angel in their eyes.
Exactly. Like, but still, you know, I think that his whole family's all screwed up and they have their priorities fucked up. You know, I think that when someone says something to you without giving reasoning, they feel a certain way for a certain reason, and just respect it and take it as that. You don't need the whole fucking story. You don't need anything else. You just need to know how they're feeling.
Yeah. So the first comment here says, "Fuck that. Your mom, Sarah, and your sister are old assholes. The nerve of her to show up at your mother's house." And they go, "I'm pissed off just reading this shit."
The poor kid, like, my son's got to jump out a window because I'm force feeding him this fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Get out of here, man.
I wouldn't do that. I would respect my son's,
of course,
decision and my son's feelings in this whole situation,
regardless of him not telling you the reason.
But I would definitely,
he has to have a reason. They're not saying something for no reason.
But I would definitely tell my son, like, yo, like, I feel like he overreacted by jumping out of the fucking window. This is his house. This is his family's house.
Yeah.
He should have stepped up and said, "Listen, get the fuck out of my house."
Exactly.
And tell his mom, "Listen, mom, I know this is your house, but I don't want her here. If you don't want her here, then I'm leaving." And then he would leave out the door.
Exactly.
Instead of jumping out the window and hiding.
But poor thing, like, that he had to do that. Like, poor thing that he even had to do that.
He didn't have to. He chose to do that. I know. And I don't agree with him.
But I feel bad that he thought that was his only option. Like, that sucks.
I think there's more to the story, to be honest, because it doesn't make sense that he's willing to run away do the extreme to get away from the situation by jumping out of the fucking window when he could just, like, walk out the door. Yeah. You know, like, there's way, I think there's way more, but I would assume that if I was in that situation, as his mom, I would be, like, pissed off for him doing that too. Like, I'd be like, yo, you could have just walked out and left out the door. You didn't have to get all dramatic.
Yeah, I guess. But that. You know what? You know, it is what it is. She fucked up. Yeah. The mother fucked up. Because you don't have to force feed anything to, like, it is what it is. It's like, when you know your son and you know his personality, you should be able, as his mother, to react accordingly, because you already know your son. Your son's thinking process, his whole thing. You know, it's. I've always been very straight up with my child. You know, like, I always tell him, like, what I feel at the moment, like, you know, so there's no confusion. Like, I believe she may be a whore. You know, whenever he has. Oh yeah. You got
the radar going.
I'm like totally like, this is not gonna work out. She's gonna do something, fuck it up. Oh, no. You know, like, something's gonna go wrong, like, from the start. So that's why I've even taken the route now that I don't want to even meet or mix with them unless he knows, and he knows that I am like that. So he prefers not to. Yeah, until he's really serious. Until it's something really, you know, that he feels good about.
Yeah, well, that's good. At least, you know, because, like, at least he's willing to open up to you about it. Because I know a lot of people, they don't.
No, he does tell me. He's good. He's good with that. He won't tell me all specifics and stuff, but I respect that. He, as a man, you know, he doesn't want certain things.
You don't want to vent to your mom about your girl.
No. But I know that at the end of the day, if he has something, a serious doubt or a question, he feels free to come at me, and he'll always say, "What do you think?"
That's good. He'll ask for your advice.
Yes. What do you think?
That's important.
Definitely
that's very important.
But that's toxic. That whole thing is toxic. Have you ever had a nightmare like at Thanksgiving? Like, or holiday, even a holiday party? Oh my God. Oh my God. Do you remember the holiday party that we had for our real estate firm?
Oh my God. The office party. That was fun.
That was fun. But like, one of the people like passed out like on the floor.
Oh my gosh. I was stuck babysitting one of my colleagues.
Excuse me.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
This guy got so trashed, and I had to like babysit him for a few hours, and then I called my husband
because up. Jeanette doesn't babysit.
And then I called my husband up. It was like 2:00 in the morning, and I'm like, "Hey, can you come pick me up?" And he comes to pick me up, and I'm like, "Can you help me bring this guy to his place?"
And your husband is so fucking great that he actually helped you.
Yeah, my husband's like, "What the fuck? What's going on?" I was like, I've been babysitting this dude for the last
but any other man would have been like, "Wait, you've been out with this motherfucker?"
Exactly.
And fuck him. Yeah. Leave him there.
No, but
let the ducks eat off.
But the moment my husband met this guy, he was like, "Yo, there's no way." There was no doubt in his mind that it was a cheating situation. He was like, "This guy is."
He was like, la 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 la.
Yeah. He was very, very,
Yeah.
La 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 la.
La la la. La. Yeah, I hear you. But still, that shit was funny.
It was fun. It was a fun night, though. I had a good time.
We did have a good time that night.
A lot of karaoke.
Oh, yeah. Well, what's your favorite karaoke song?
Oh, my. I don't have a favorite one. That's the thing. I don't have a favorite one.
My favorite karaoke song has always been "Strumming My Hands with You." What's that song? I need to scream. I don't know the words unless I have to scream. I'll fuck it up. But the Lord Hill with his fingers. And I get all into it, but after a couple of shots, of course.
I know.
Killing me softly with his.
And then you hit that high note.
Well, depending. I'll just go like this. And let the music go.
Let the background do its thing. let the audience do it.
Yeah, because by that time everyone's like, because by the time I do karaoke, it's 1:00 in the morning. Everyone's like, God.
There's so many good songs, though. I love doing karaoke. That's one of my favorite things to do, like ever.
Maybe
love it.
We should do karaoke.
We should. We could just do it on the YouTube and just
really.
Yeah. We should do that.
You have to get a mic, though, and a speaker.
You don't need a mic and speaker, please. You could use your freaking spatula.
No, but it's so much more fun with the speaker and shit.
You can use your glasses. Like,
I'll start put lights on, like flashing lights. Like.
Oh, my God. Let me ask you this question.
I get so nervous when you ask me questions.
Nah, don't be nervous.
I won't be nervous.
It's all love.
No, I usually say whatever the fuck I think anyway, so I'm not really nervous. I'm just saying it.
So, speaking of which, your son fell in love, but as a mom, she's a wreck. How do you deal with that?
Oh my God, that's so traumatizing. You have to put your game face on. You have to be like, "Hola, ¿cómo estás?" Like that. Because at this point, if he's in love, you can't hurt his feelings, and you just sort of have to watch him fall in the fucking ditches.
Aww.
Because you already know, you're old school, you've been around the block, you know who's the shit talker. So you already know she got game, so you're like looking at her and you're like, yeah. Hi, hola.
You can read her a mile away.
Oh, of course. Yes. Especially with my personality type, man. It's readable very quickly. And usually your gut feeling, your instincts, that doesn't lie. That's like clear clue. You can't start trying to convince yourself, no, she's a nice girl. She must be a nice girl. No, you fucking know she's no good.
Oh, she's different.
Yeah, fuck that. No, she's not. She's the same. And I would just put my game face on and.
So you don't let your son know how you feel about her, and
he would know. He would know just because my facial expressions speak more than my words sometimes. Mm-hmm. So he would probably already get the feeling. Mm-hmm. But if he uses the term love, I wouldn't. I'd be like. Love is a big word, it's a powerful word. Make sure you're thinking with your brain, not your push, don't. Stuff like that, and just let him flow, because if they're in love and you as a mom get involved, then you become the enemy, and I never want to be his enemy. Mm-hmm. I want him to learn by his mistakes and become a bigger and better person because of his mistakes. And you don't want to be the enemy.
I know you don't want your son also not coming to you for problems.
Exactly.
Exactly. To get advice or to.
You have two boys too. What would you do? You have two boys. You're gonna have it 2 times.
I don't know. Like my oldest son, he was in a situationship. I don't want to call it a relationship because I don't think it was that long, but. The girl just ended up being, I don't know. She did some fucked up shit to him. He
didn't tell you the details.
He didn't tell me the details. And when we went on vacation,
like what we're reading, it makes them feel less manly if they share certain things with us. Yeah.
But I mean, he's young. He's younger than your son. But. He, when he was going through his heartbreak, I felt for him. Of
course, we're always gonna feel for him.
Yeah, I was hurt for him, but I was also angry at the girl. I really wanted to go and fucking
kick her ass,
punch this bitch in the
in the throat, like this, a real quick one, but a hard one.
For real,
yeah, of course.
I wanted to hurt this bitch.
Yeah, well, especially when we see our sons in pain. Of course, that's the first thing that, And I'm going to say, we don't have girls, so we can't talk about girls. Yeah. I wish girls, girls, I want you to comment on what you think we're saying. And I want to get feedback on what you think we're saying, if it's correct or incorrect. Because I've always, been surrounded by boys. I don't have girls in my. And
I'm glad I don't have girls.
And I'm glad,
I had to add that.
I'm glad, too.
Hey, I'm a female, too, but I'm just glad I don't have to raise one.
Yes. I'm the head bitch in my house.
That's the last thing I need is
God knows what he does. Right? God knows what he does.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Mm-mm. But no, I would love to hear feedback. I want to hear comments. I want to hear what you think on any topics or any questions that you have for us, because it's good that we have an interactive relationship with the people that watch our show.
I need to read this.
Okay. Because I don't know what you're going to read, but throw it at me.
It says, am I in the wrong for buying my daughter a vibrator?
What the fuck?
Yeah. I was hesitant about this story, but then when I read it, I was like, we need to talk about this. All right. I know to many people, this may not sound like a real situation, but here it is. And I'm sorry if this is the wrong subreddit. She's talking about the subreddit. But I don't know where else to post this. That's what she says. Background on me, because this is kind of important to why I made this decision. I am a very sex positive person. I am a big advocate in a better sex education in public schools and minimizing the negative stigma surrounding talking about sex to other people. My daughter is 14 years old.
Oh my God.
She is at that age where she is becoming curious about her body and how it works. I raised my children to be very open about their questions so they do not worry too much about coming to me about these things. I want to teach her that her body is her own and she can decide what she wants to do with it.
Then why buy her a vibrator?
She came up to me asking, now listen to this. She came up to me asking about masturbation. I told her that it is normal to be curious and it is normal for people to touch themselves. She admitted that she has tried a few times, but what was concerning to me is that what she has admitted to using is not safe. it isn't sanitary. So I told her about safe practices with masturbation and told her about different sex toys that exist. She asked me if she can get one, and I agreed. I bought her a little bullet vibrator. Now, this is a twist.
Man, listen. Her daughter was was using cucumbers and stuff like this? What the fuck was going on, man? Fucking bullet, like unsanitary. Like, what was she using?
Let me finish this. My husband found out about this, and he was furious.
I'm sure he was.
I'm sure he was livid.
Yeah, I'm sure he was livid.
Oh, my goodness. He told me that she is too young to be using that, but I believe that if she is old enough to ask questions, she is old enough to be told the right information. He said, I'm turning my daughter into someone who is easy and that I should not have bought it for her. So what do you think about this?
I don't have a daughter, but...
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lord.
Yes. God knows what he does.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. But, I think that this woman, I think that a child can be curious about anything, and that's fine and dandy. Mm-hmm. And they could gather information from the appropriate places. I don't think that she should have given her a vibrator, because that is just saying, here, have fun. Like, yeah, like do this, like become addicted to this little fucking bullet. Like, like that could cause like a domino effect for many other things.
You think so?
I think so.
I agree with this.
I wouldn't. I don't know.
I don't think you get addicted to vibrators.
Coming? There are sex addicts out there.
You could come with your fingers.
It's like, so why didn't she tell her to use her fingers?
Well, that's the thing. She came to her talking about she's using these unsanitary shit.
She didn't wash her hands before she did it?
No, she's probably using some stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean? Maybe she found something that's the shape of a penis and was like sticking it in her. I don't think that. It's unsanitary. I don't think. I agree with you though. Like, she's 14.
14 years old.
But then again, if my daughter is comfortable enough to come up to me and tell me like she's masturbating and she's using this kind of thing, to my concern.
Don't use the cucumber. Use your hands, honey. Wash your hands and use your hands and get curious with yourself. That's it. I'm not giving you fucking a strap on, like, and in case the fucking little bullet doesn't work, here's a big fucking horse dick that you can play with. What the fuck is wrong with people?
Oh my God.
Get out of here.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Come on, man.
You're
14 years old.
But like back to the whole thing when you're like, the addiction factor from coming. Like, I don't think you get addicted to that.
There are sex addicts.
But that's
sex addicts. Of course there are.
But the thing is like a lot of people.
You could be creating this fucking evil sex maniac.
Yeah, but a lot of people that become sex addicts are the ones that were always denied, like, don't do this. This is bad.
I'm gonna have to research that information.
A lot of them are like that. I'm
gonna have to research that.
A lot of cases, people that are religious or like they grew up in a religious household, they become fucking freaks. The moment they get like inch of freedom, they go fucking crazy with the freaky.
You know
shit.
what? I think that's a load of bullshit.
I
think it's a load of bullshit. I think that every person, every body, and every brain, and is just so different. Like, I know people that have done a line of coke and they need to do it every fucking day and every second and every moment, like Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston.
Though.
Yeah, no, it's not, because it's setting different hormones in your brain or whatever off.
No.
And then there are some people that could do something one day and be like, not for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
Like I'm that type of person. I could have whatever, and I've been exposed to everything and anything, especially owning a bar, and but then I could be exposed to it and be like, no, thank you. I just nah.
Yeah.
And I think the same thing goes, because it's different hormones in your body's different producing hormones. I would believe. Even for sex too. Mm-hmm. Like, people get addicted to it. So now you're creating you're just, let her be a 14-year-old. And
but
let her
she
grow.
is being a 14-year-old.
No, I know.
She's masturbating,
but not everyone in school. Not everyone in school has a vibrator.
I agree with the fact that she is, to keep her safe and like to keep her educated and to make sure she's like, I want her to learn about her body. So
it's called sex education,
and and her mother is a sex educator.
Okay, and at her school where she is a sex educator, does she give vibrators to everyone?
No, I'm sure she does.
Come on, it doesn't.
Come on,
no. I'm all against it.
Oh,
and that's why you and I discuss things because we see things differently.
The first comment on here says, "My aunt bought me one when I was 15. She told me to stay away from boys and use this instead."
Like, listen to that. That's you know what I'm saying, like that.
I wish I had an aunt like that.
I don't know. Life as we know it should be something, growing experiences should be experiences, period. Not people giving you directives. Because did that aunt tell her parents she was doing that? Because I'd be pissed.
Yeah, but
I'd be pissed at my sister or brother who decided to fucking give sex education to my daughter. Fuck out of here.
But if your
Go
daughter
stick that
comes
little
up
bullet
to
up
you,
your ass.
But if your daughter comes up to you and tells you, "Hey, mom, I've been masturbating.
Good for you.
And I like the way it feels.
Good for you.
And this is what I've been using." And she's using something like
don't use that. Use your finger. Wash your hands.
But a finger and a penis is two totally different things.
A small penis and a big penis are two different things.
No, but a vibrator. Come on, a vibrator. No,
I wouldn't do it, man. A big penis and a small penis, two different things.
It's way more pleasure with a vibrator.
Listen. It goes back to on last week's episode to where I believe that the whole idea of penetration is sexier to me than the actual. It gets me more excited.
Right.
So let them use their imagination. Let them think about things. Let them have an idea. Don't give them tools to get addicted to. Or get become like a hornball of the school. Like,
oh my God.
Humping fucking everywhere she goes.
But if a guy comes up to her on some like, oh, what I could do to you, and like all the pleasuring I could do to you, she can go like, boy, bye, I got me a vibrator. Like, fuck you. Like, she wouldn't be easy. Like, to her husband's comment about, you're turning my daughter to become an easy, whatever, because she's.
I don't know. I want to hear people's opinions on this.
Yes.
Because we're definitely divided. I definitely don't think like you do on this topic.
I agree with
not at
mom
all.
Being like, because at first when I read the freaking title and it said, "Am I wrong for buying my daughter a vibrator?" Yes. I disagreed right off the bat.
Yeah,
but when I read the story and I, got
she's
all
still
the
wrong.
details,
she's still wrong. She's still wrong in my eyes.
Okay.
She's still wrong in my eyes.
I think she did the right thing. I think as a parent, you want to make sure your children
have the best toys.
Protected.
Have the best toys in life. Vibrators, iPads, video games. Did I mention vibrators?
No,
fuck out of here.
Wait, what kind of vibrator she got her? Hold on, what is it called?
Bullet.
A bullet? What the hell's a bullet? What does a bullet look like?
A bullet's like this big, first of all. It's probably the size of her finger.
Small.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like stainless steel, a little bullet.
So what's wrong with that?
Get the fuck out of here. Seriously. What's wrong with that? Just please leave me alone. Let's change the topic. I'm getting aggravated. I don't even have a daughter. But I'm thinking about people at school fucking giving vibrators to the kids. What the fuck is this? Our society's fucking doomed. We're fucking shot to shit.
Oh my goodness.
For real.
All right. Your baby boomer, is showing.
I'm not a baby boomer. Fuck you, bitch. Baby boomer, my motherfucking ass. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm Generation X. I'm from the I'm from the kids that grew up with keys to the house. Like, go home. You were 11. You go home by yourself. Your parents worked. No babysitter. The babysitter was like the dog if you had one. Spot in the back.
Oh my God, I gotta read this to you. It says, I bought my 14-year-old daughter 2 of them. Well, more accurately, she found what she wanted on the internet and asked if I'd buy it for her. So I gave her my credit card. She played with it for a couple of months and decided she wanted something stronger, which is how I ended up with the second one.
No. And then this is how I ended up being a grandmother. Because she wanted something stronger. She wanted something that threw cum out.
But the cum doesn't please you, though.
I just can't.
Like being a woman, you know, I don't know. Like I'm trying to make you understand that our body, you know, if we are able to have the full authority, the full control over our bodies, it would be so difficult for a man to please us. Like we would be less needy of a man. You know what I mean? The only way
I'm not needy of a man.
The only way.
Look. I know that I'm the only one that can make myself come the best way.
So girls don't go out looking for boys to have sex with and have babies.
I just think it's all creepy. I think it's all creepy and
I don't know.
It's all creepy.
It is creepy, and I agree. But
it's creepy.
It's a topic. It's a big thing to talk about.
Yeah, I want to hear what people think.
Yeah.
You're not changing my motherfucking mind.
We need to hear people's opinions.
I definitely want to hear what people think.
Please chime in. Let us know. That would be great.
Alrighty. So, what are we going to talk about now that has to do with Thanksgiving craziness?
All right. I got another Thanksgiving story for you.
Okay.
All right. Another dramatic moment.
Because life as we know it is cray-cray.
Yes, it is. All right, so the title here is Should I or Should I Not Tell My Wife?
You know, when it starts like that, you shouldn't.
Okay. My wife and I, along with our 4 kids, spent Thanksgiving weekend at my in-laws' house. All of my wife's siblings and their kids were there as well. Our kids were outside playing together on Thanksgiving Day after our meal, and once cleanup was done, my wife and I dismissed ourselves to our bedroom. We decided to make the most of a rare opportunity of being childless to make love. Everything was going great until the cat decided to push on the door to enter the room. Fucking cats, bro.
I love cats.
I failed to lock the door and thought that I shut it all the way. The door ended up only being partly open, and my wife didn't notice. So we continued. We were on the 2nd floor alone, so I thought it would not matter. After a while, I looked up to see my mother-in-law placing towels in the whole bathroom. I didn't know what the fuck to do. Both my wife and I were naked. My wife was about to orgasm on top. She turned to see us making love, and she just quickly shut the door. Afterwards, I apologized to her. She said that I have nothing to apologize for. Making love is just what married folks do. Should I tell my wife what happened, or should I leave it leave it at that?
But I don't understand what the question is. His wife was there when they were making love,
but she didn't realize.
Oh, the wife noticed. Oh, the wife didn't see the mom.
Yes, he noticed. When he looked up, he noticed that the mom, the mother-in-law, was placing towels in the bathroom hole.
Okay, so he made eye-to-eye contact with the mother-in-law.
Yeah.
But the wife, since she was about to come, was in her glory hour and did not give a fuck.
When he saw his mother-in-law...
Or hear anything.
When he saw his mother-in-law placing towels in the bathroom hall, he didn't know what to do, and he said that she turned to see them making love, and she just quickly shut the door. So the mother-in-law just quickly shut the door after she made eye contact with
So why
them.
would he have to tell his wife? Like, people are so dramatic. Like, it's life. It happened. Like, they're married. It's not like he was fucking a neighbor and he came in to fuck, the
but that's
daughter.
That's her daughter, though. That's her mother.
Well, but he already spoke to the mother-in-law, so he's good with her.
Okay.
So why drag it and make it a big spiel when it's life. Life as we know it.
Don't tell.
Don't say anything to your wife.
Don't tell your wife nothing. Just keep it moving.
So then you can create this weirdness for your wife, like to see your mom when she knew that you're coming. The mom was probably watching as she was coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is this? Like, let's keep it.
My question is, were they like loud? Did she make any noises? Did the mom? I mean, could you imagine how uncomfortable that must have been for the mom, though? Like seeing her daughter
definitely
on top.
But why make it even weirder?
Oh my goodness!
Why make it weirder?
That would freak me out.
Especially, he said his wife was about to come, so his wife didn't hear shit. He didn't hear shit, see shit, had her eyes closed. You know, like, let it be.
But first of all, how do you know your wife was about to come and it wasn't you that was about to come and changing up the story on us here?
Because if you know your wife well, you know when your wife is about to come.
Okay.
You know when your wife's about to come.
I can see that.
Yeah, they know. They know. They know.
So the answer here: do not tell your wife. Just keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
And I agree with that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Well, thanks for watching us. Thanks for being here with us. We really appreciate all feedback received from you guys.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Hey, don't forget to subscribe, click that like button, and
comments.
Tell us what you think, and just let us know. Let's have some conversations going.
Let's keep this moving.
Let's keep it moving.
Thank you.